Hey!
Hello!
Good evening. So we are really excited to do our first Tuesday training. We are going to be talking about social media and specifically Instagram. So I was up last night. My dog decided to join us. I was up last night and you know what? Let's give it a second.
Yeah.
We're going to give it until 8:05.
Move it back in.
So you just get to see us.
Yeah, let me post the link for my team too really quick. I don't think they have it actually. That thing is like kind of delayed too. Like sometimes it doesn't show everyone.
Is she okay, Jake? She's just tired.
So we might just hang out back.
I can hear us.
Okay. Go right here. This.
Yeah, but look. I'm trying to copy it. Like doesn't.
Look, do this.
Oh wait, yeah, there we go.
Hey, we're just waiting for a few more people to get on because we had to change the link at like the last second. So we are just going to give it about 2 more minutes. Send it right there.
Oh, that's it. That's like what I was looking for. Oh my gosh, that's the wrong thing. That was a status I posted. All right.
I'm just going to wait.
Oh, someone just posted it. Good.
Oh, good. Couple more seconds.
It's like maybe 10 of us. Okay.
Okay. Are we ready to get started? So this is our first Tuesday training, so we're kind of testing out things. We were going to just pull it straight from YouTube, but we were having trouble, so we had to end up doing the Google Hangout, so we had to change the link at the last second. But so we're going to be talking specifically about social media and Instagram. And so Sydney and I and a few other leaders kind of went through and we made the ABCs of Instagram. All different tips and tricks and things you need to be doing to get your Instagram going and getting it started. So we are going to jump right in with our poster board. Well, it's backwards.
Aw, it's okay. We can read it.
Okay, so A is your activity feed.
And y'all are probably going to want to take notes because this is going to be a lot of info too. I'm going to make this bigger. Activity feed. Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I talk about what we do on the activity feed first? Okay. So basically, all of you know on Instagram and Facebook, you have your activity feed, okay? And let me turn the brightness down so y'all can see that.
And we are talking to people that don't have Instagram and people that do have Instagram, so we're going to have to like talk both ways.
Okay, yeah.
I have no idea what it is.
Okay, so Instagram is similar to Facebook for those of you who don't know, but your feed is not going to have any just statuses. It's going to be all pictures. Like if you go down, it's just pictures, pictures, pictures. It's just pictures with captions. So what you're doing on Instagram, your news feed is your potentials, your potential loyals and your potential distributors. So what you want to do is interact with those people. And we're going to get more into that in a minute, but you're going to want to, daily kind of just take a little bit of time and go down and make sure you're kind of keeping up with your potentials, showing them love, kind of just, reminding them like, hey, I'm here, like, so you want to do that on Instagram, and then you've got Facebook, which many of you know,
We're talking Facebook.
or not?
I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
But I was going to tell them specifically
On Instagram?
about the activity feed, which is where you are going to have friend request, and this.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to be where you're going to have people that like your pictures are going to come up there. When you have requests for friends, if you have a private account, they're going to show up there, and you can click yes or no if you want to accept them or not. I go through and I see, let's see, this girl, it's not my sister, but her name is Rachel Phillips. She liked one of my pictures, so I want to go and I haven't really looked at her stuff in a long time, so I kind of want to go see what's been up with her. She's a mom like me, so, we kind of have common interests. So I like to keep up with, the people that like all my stuff. I slide through here, and especially if I see someone commented on my picture. See, Mandy just commented Porta on Porter's picture today. So, I'll go back and talk back to Mandy. We're going to get into that a little bit about building relationships and commenting back and forth. But that's just a little bit about your activity feed. That's going to be where you're going to see your likes, comments, and other people requesting to be your friend. Also on your activity feed, you're going to see following. This one's kind of cool. So this is everyone you're following, just things they're doing. So you may see, I know I really like this girl, and she just liked 4 different pictures. So I'm going to go see what pictures she liked, and I may become friends with this person because they seem really cool. They just posted their dinner, and if the girl I like likes their picture, I should probably like it too. Or, we have a lot in common. I probably like it too. So this is fun to go get new followers as well. So that is your activity feed. Okay, second on our list is your bio.
Okay, I can talk about this. Okay, so this is very, very important. Your bio pretty much determines who's going to follow you and who's not going to follow you. So for those of you who are new to Instagram, here's my Instagram right here. To set up your bio, you can go to this little settings icon at the top, and you'll see bio, and you'll be able to write whatever you want. So your bio is basically just going to be a little bit about you. You're usually going to connect with people on Instagram who have similar interests as you, who just are similar to you. So like mine, and also another thing, I like to put a couple not hashtags, emojis, every here and there. You don't want to go overboard with the emojis. It's kind of just annoying, but you want to give your page maybe a little bit of color and put a couple emojis. So mine says, Jesus follower, former broke college student, now retired at 22. That right there is something that's going to catch someone's interest. Puppy mama, coffee and sushi addict, and anxiety overcomer. Because a lot of people could have a lot of that in common with me, so they might follow me simply because of that. Below that, you're going to want to have your phone number. I've had people ask me before, is it safe to put my phone number on Instagram? I can't answer that for you, but I will say I've never had any creepers or anything text me or call me from Instagram. I've never had anything bad come out of having my number on there. Below that, you are not going to want to put your It Works website. Number one, because Instagram will block it, and it will not let you post on Instagram if you put your It Works website. Number two, because you do not want to have anything It Works related in your bio at all. If you put anything It Works or Wraps related, then people, a lot of people will not follow you simply because they think that you're going to try to sell them something. So don't put anything, It Works distributor, nothing like that in your bio. You don't need that. You're on Instagram to be personal and to show you, and not just to show your business. So actually I have my Facebook link right there, and I've actually gotten several friends on Facebook just by them clicking that link. So that's what I do.
Okay, perfect. So let's go into C, and that's comments. And I was talking about this a minute ago, how in your activity feed you can see comments. But it's so important. I know Lizzie said something about this in Chelsea's group, I think today. But it's so important to go through, and when you're looking through your news feed, not just to double-click every picture. it really is important to comment on these people's pictures and interact with them and build relationships with them, because if you're just liking it, I don't look at really who likes all my stuff. But when someone comments, then I want to go look at their profile. I want to become friends with them. I want to see, I want to build a relationship with them. So really go through and don't just do the thumbs up and heart and love and like. Really put some time into it and say, I love that. I love her dress. Where did you get it? I love, that looks like a great recipe. Could you send it to me?
Yeah.
Interact with them, because the more you get interacting with them, the quicker they're going to ask, so what is it you do? And how do I get involved? So it is really important to comment.
Another thing that I've noticed lately is when someone comments on my picture, if they don't tag me in it, if they don't comment and then put at my name, then it doesn't get sent to my phone. So what I've been doing when I comment is actually leave the comment and then also tag them. So it gets sent to their phone, because I've found that a lot of times they don't even see it if I don't.
And it's so easy to comment. If you don't know how to do it, we'll go ahead and show you. It's so easy. So let's see. This person just posted a Bible verse. There is a little conversation box right there. Click it. It goes to comments. And I'm going to say, love that verse. So inspiring. With a little heart. Post. And it's right there on their wall. And they didn't even put, they just put the verse. No caption or anything. So that is how you comment. And so we're on to D, direct messaging, which goes very well with commenting.
Okay, yeah, I can talk about this. I do a lot of direct messaging. That's how I sign up. I would say probably 50% of the people that I sign up from Instagram are from direct messaging them first, people that have never even shown me interest. So I'll show y'all first how to direct message someone, because you're going to want to use this a lot, okay? So here's your newsfeed, and oh, that's a video. Here's your little direct message symbol up top. So you're going to click that, and you can see I have millions and well, not millions, but thousands and thousands of direct messages, because I message people all the time, okay? So you're going to go back up, and you're going to click the little plus sign. What I do, because you actually can't, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull up the picture, and you're going to message everyone who has liked that picture. I go through and I try to message usually Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Those are my messaging days. So I'll go to one picture, and the thing is, on your phone, you can't be looking at the likers of who liked your photo and be messaging them at the same time. It's just impossible. You have one screen on your phone. So what you can do is you can go to the picture, and then here's this picture of me, and here's my likes. So I'm going to click on the likes, and I could either write those people's names down who commented just on a piece of paper, or if you have a tablet or an Android, you can actually open this page up on your tablet or your Android, and then have your direct messages open right here, and then click the plus sign and direct message them individually that way. You cannot message everyone who liked your picture at one time. It will put them all in a group message, and that would be tragic. I've done that before, actually. So it's going to ask you to send a photo or video or send a message. I always send photo or video. So I actually send them the picture that they liked, just to remind them hey, you like this, this is why I'm messaging you. So say they like that picture of me from the beach. That picture was geared towards potential distributors. So I would send them that picture, and then all I say, no matter what, is just, hey, something very simple. Hey, I appreciate your love on my page lately. Are you interested? I always just say, are you interested? And I leave it open-ended. I don't say, are you interested in being a distributor? I don't say, are you interested in what I do? Nothing like that, because I've always, or what I've come to find out is that sometimes I'll send them a picture of me, if it was geared towards potential distributors, and I might say are you interested? And they might be yeah, I've been wanting to try the hair, skin, and nails, and it might have something to do with nothing to do with what I posted about. So just leave it open-ended and just say, are you interested? I think that's pretty much it on direct messages.
Good deal. Okay, so E is emoji, and we did talk about emojis and putting them in your bio. I'm not a huge emojier. I need to get better at it because it really does draw the eye when people are scrolling through the newsfeed. Instagram's made it where the newsfeeds are the wording is much smaller. You only get 3 lines now, and then they have to click show more. So if they're intrigued by those first 3 lines, they're going to click show more. So I do think it's really important to put a couple emojis in. I don't like it when people go crazy because we have words. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But they are really important, especially in your bio, because that's the first thing people see. So, quick, easy, E.
Okay.
This is the one you want to talk about.
Yes, this is my favorite. F is for follow, follow, follow. Okay? You cannot follow enough people on Instagram. The people that you follow is going to determine how many potentials you have. The more people you follow is the more potentials you're going to have. Okay? So I've got my Instagram pulled up, and how am I going to know who to follow? Okay, that's cracking me up. Okay, so how the heck do I know who to follow? Where do I even begin following people? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this little search bar at the bottom, okay, and you're going to see the search at the very top, whatever that says, yeah, search. And you are going to find people through hashtags, okay? So you can use hashtags related to you. You can use hashtags towards people that you think might be interested in the business. So let's see, like one that I use sometimes, and I hope that y'all don't use this too, because if we're all following the same people, that's not going to be good. But I'm a dog mom, so I use the hashtag dog mom. And so you just type in hashtag dog mom, and then it pops up. I don't know if y'all can even see this, but the first one says dog mom. So I click on it, and then I'm just going to go down and start looking through and following people. Now you'll see that there's the top posts, and then there's the most recent, okay? I don't follow the people in the top post because if you click on one of these, like, well, that one only has 79, but usually when you click on one of these, they have like thousands of likes already. So usually the top posts are like celebrities, like people who have like thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. So if you follow them, chances are they're not even going to realize that you follow them. Not to be like mean or anything. But so I go down here to most recent, and I click on like this girl uploaded this picture. Well, no, okay. That said peaceful creature, so that's obviously not someone I want to follow. Flex Barbie Fitness, and she posted a picture with her dog. Okay, so she might be one that's interested. Okay, so I will click on her profile, and I will click follow. And now what I do is I go down and do what Caitlin was talking about. I go down and I like 5 pictures actually, and I'll comment on one. And then I'll kind of just go from there. So I'll go down, let's see, like, and then I'll find one that has several likes on it. Like this one has 36 likes. And I'll go down and I'll start following some of those people. And then I'll go to one of their pages and do the same thing, and I'll go to one of their pictures, and I will start following some of those people. And I just do that and do that and do that until it blocks me. It'll block you for I think an hour or something if you follow too many people at one time. But the way that you know who to follow, because not all of these are going to be real accounts. There are tons of fake accounts, spam accounts, just stupid accounts on Instagram that you don't want to follow. So you're actually going to look at not the Instagram name, but the actual name written below it. So if it's like a normal name, like this girl, it says Bianca Castro below her. So that's a pretty normal name. Her profile picture looks like a normal girl. It's not like an ad or anything. So I will click follow. Another way that you can do it is I'll go to her profile, and then I'll follow her there, And then all these people, and these are normally real people that pop up, and I will follow some of those people too. And like all these people have like real names, so I'll follow them too. So I will just sit there and obviously you have to plan out your time wisely because not everyone has like all the time in the world on their hands. But you might sit here and say, I'm going to spend 30 minutes today just following people.
Which will get you 100 people.
Yeah.
So it's great.
So.
And I do it just a little bit different. Everyone, I mean, there's so many different ways to follow people, but I find something that I'm interested in. So, like, I really love baby clothes, obviously, my favorite. So I find baby clothes shops that I like. I have one in particular that I love right now, and so I go to their page. Actually having a trunk show for them if anyone likes baby clothes. I go to their page and I go to their followers. These are typically real people, real moms. That's kind of who my target is. And I literally go down and follow. I steer clear from other shops because they're shops and they're not going to really do anything. But I just follow and I do that. Or if I see one that I think, you know, she's really cute, like her kids look really cute in that picture, or I think we would have a lot in common. I go to it. This one's private, but I go to it, and then I go to their friends and follow some of their friends, and then I go to one of their friends and follow their friends. So I do pretty much the same thing, but I don't do hashtags. I follow things I like.
And I've heard a lot of people do that. You can follow like any types of boutiques.
Yeah, or like MAC makeup. Like they have a page, or
Revlon.
Yeah,
like,
anything.
And like you can just search on Google. Like if I'm trying to find people in like another state or another country, like sometimes I'll type like boutiques in Minnesota, like or I'll type in Google like what's going on this weekend in Italy. And then like this kind of is like getting deep, but then I'll sit there and like figure out what's going on, and then I'll kind of search different names on Instagram, like just different words, and see if I can find any like hashtag related. Then if you can find one person like within those hashtags or within like the names of the different Instagrams,
you've got their whole friends list and all their friends list. It's just like it's huge.
You can keep going from there. It's literally the easiest, most simple thing.
Yeah.
It just takes time to do it.
Yeah. And there's so many different ways to do it. So just find people and follow them.
There you go.
So E, we just did F. Gosh, can I say my alphabet? G is getting started. So that is, for those of you that don't have an Instagram and are just now getting started, it's easy to set up, connect to your Facebook. It's very easy. It's step by step. But what we want to tell you is that it is going to take time. This is not something that you're going to log on, start your Instagram, and you're going to be getting distributors and loyal customers tomorrow. It does take time to create a following. It takes time to build relationships like anything. And that's what we do. We build relationships with people so that we can help them with better their lives with our products. So it takes some time. I don't want people to get discouraged. But, I did Instagram, and then I stopped because I was like, I'm not seeing any results. This is so silly. And then I started back, and I was like, I'm just going to hit this hard. And I hit it really hard for about 6 months, and now that's where I get, I probably 50% of my business, or probably maybe not that much. 40%.
Mine has gone up. Like, mine's probably like 80% now from Instagram.
It's definitely gone up. So just don't be discouraged. You will get there.
Yeah. And like another thing, honestly, like you really can't expect to get much like feedback from other people until you have at least like 2,000 followers. Yeah. Like you just have to know that yes, this is going to take time. It's going to take time for me to build this up and get followers, but it is going to be worth it because literally you can sign so many people up from Instagram.
There are over 4 million people on Instagram. Like there's plenty of market out there.
Yeah.
So
and I run into people all the time, every day on Instagram who've never even heard of It Works.
Okay, so H, we're going to talk about hashtags. And this, for me, I'm a private account. I have my account private, so not everyone can access all of my pictures. I have to accept you because I don't want a ton of rap people seeing my pictures and having access to my friends. So I have mine set private. When you have a private account, there's really no reason to hashtag, because if someone searches your hashtag, they're not going to find it because your pictures are hidden. But if you do have an open account, hashtags are really important. But we do urge you not to say it works, or hashtag it works, hashtag wraps rule, things like that, because that's spammy and it's going to deter people away from your post.
Also, if you hashtag like it works, like if you put it works in your caption, someone clicks on that, then you're going to be thrown in a feed of millions of other it works hashtags.
Yes,
other people trying to do the same thing.
Yes, people are doing it all the time. And it's just not good. So, if your account is open and not private, really, study your hashtags. Dog Mom's a great one.
But only use like 5 hashtags. Like, don't put like 50 hashtags, because people look at that and they're like, this is annoying. Like, I'm going to unfollow her.
When I first did Instagram, it was like, put 30 hashtags on every one of them. So
I did too.
Oh, it was crazy. So you were like researching hashtags, like top hashtags of the day. So there's no need to do that. 5 hashtag tops.
But honestly, I've tried both ways. I've tried private without hashtags and public with hashtags. I get so much more response when mine is on private.
Me too.
Another thing, like, people are kind of, people are nosy. We want to know things. So if your profile is on private and you follow somebody and they see that you followed them, they're going to be like, oh, who is this? So they're going to follow you back. Yeah. But if it's on public, then they might just look at your profile and be like, oh, okay, like, I'll let her follow me, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't care to follow her back.
No follow back, yeah.
Okay. So,
how long have we been going?
25 minutes.
Oh, okay, we're doing good.
Okay. So we're inviting people in, and that's what Instagram is. We're inviting people into our lives. We're inviting people to see pictures of our kids. We're inviting people to see pictures of our dogs and pictures of our house and what we're doing. So we want to show them that, like, it works, it's helping our life, and we're having a good time doing it. So you need to post little things like, we went to lunch today, and, my husband got to come because he got to take an extra hour off of work because he gets more time off now. So just things like that. So we're inviting people into our lives and to, see the changes that It Works is bringing, and we want them to see. So that is very important.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to be, like, transparent with people. I have literally from day one, I've always just opened up and told what's in my heart. And when you do that, people can relate to that, and they're going to keep following you, because there might be things on your heart that you don't want to share. But I'm not saying, like, go air all your dirty laundry, but I'm just saying, like, yeah. Like, if there are things about this company that you just feel in your heart, that you really want to post about, don't be afraid to post it. That's going to inspire people. People will follow, and they will join with someone who can inspire them. So don't be afraid, because everybody's thinking the same thing. They're just not posting it.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Be relatable. And, like, Jade Hooper, she says, like, Instagram is capturing people's emotions through pictures. So that's what you need to do, pictures and captions.
There we go. You want to talk about Journey?
Journey? What about Journey? What am I talking about?
Well, it's very similar to Getting Started. When Getting Started got put on the board, we were going to actually walk you through how to get an Instagram, but we figured it's easy and most people can do it. So Journey is what we said in Getting Started, that this is going to take time. It's not going to be something easy. It's not going to happen overnight. Just like this business, it's not going to happen overnight. So, but stick with it, because there are 4 million people on Instagram, and it's growing every single day. Is it 4 million or is it 4 billion?
One of the two. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
A lot more than the amount of distributors that we have.
So,
and, like, you got to think, our business is worldwide. It is worldwide. We are in 20 countries now.
I don't know anyone from Italy, but I'm looking for them on Instagram.
And Instagram is worldwide. Is what I'm getting at. So take the time and follow people from other countries. Not if they don't speak our language. Like, you don't want to sit there with, like, your translator on your phone and stuff. But follow people from other countries. Like, don't be afraid. Yeah. Follow anybody.
Okay. K, this is KISS. Keep it stupid simple. You don't need to post a picture of greens and say, these are our greens. They detox. They have 38 superfoods. They have 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. They will take your body from an acidic to an alkaline state. Blah, blah, blah. You don't need to word vomit in your thing. Just say, I'm really enjoying my greens today. Feeling great. The funk is going around and I don't have it, thanks to my greens. Just something that's going to bring people in and intrigue them. Because my greens have 38 superfoods, is not intriguing. It does not, doesn't
balance your pH levels and alkalize your body. Like,
Yeah.
that's just, like, annoying. People are like, I would go back to school if I wanted to, like, read all that.
Yes, so keep it so simple. If you're going to post about the products and post pictures of you with the products, keep it simple and just tell why you like them and what they're doing for you, not every single fact about the product. So,
yeah, and I think another thing with, like, keep it simple, stupid is when you're talking to potentials. Like, if someone comments and
simple.
what did I
Don't call
keep
us.
it simple, stupid? That sounds bad. Keep it
not calling you
Keep it
stupid.
stupid simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, like when you're talking to potentials, keep it so simple that literally you could explain it to a 6-year-old and the 6-year-old would understand what you're talking about. If you start talking about all these crazy things and explaining like your commission percentages off this rank, and when you promote to this rank, you get this much and this bonus, like that is going to confuse the heck out of people. Just keep it so simple. Keep it stupid simple. And yeah, okay. And we'll get more into that in a little bit.
Okay, L is for likes. I like every single picture on my newsfeed, every single one. I'm that person that goes to the last picture I liked, or like until I get to the the last one or the first one I went to last time.
That's funny.
I like them all, and I comment on them. I don't comment on every single one of them, but I comment on probably like 50% of them, or maybe a little less than that. But I comment on a lot, but I for sure like them all. I want people to see my name in their activity feed.
Do you want me to talk about the unfollow apps really quick? Because that's not on the board.
It's not.
I should have talked about it when I talked about following. Okay, so really quick, with the following,
Change it to you.
you're
We have 2 U's now.
okay. That's okay. I'll just go and talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. So with the following, you're going to do a lot of unfollowing too, because you're going to start accumulating your following very quickly, how many people you're following. So what you're actually going to do is download a couple unfollow apps. So you're going to unfollow all the people who do not follow you back. The apps, a couple apps that I use are called Crowdfire and InstaFollow. There's another one called like InsTrack. I don't use that one, but y'all may want to try it.
There's a ton out there.
Yeah. And so when you open it, you're actually just going to scroll. You'll see where it says non-followers, and you'll click on it, and then you'll scroll to the very, 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 very bottom of the list. Let it load and scroll to the very bottom of the list. Those are going to show the people who have had the most amount of time to follow you back. The people at the very top of the list are going to be people who you most recently followed that haven't followed you back yet. So you want to give people several days to follow you back. That way you're not just wasting your time following and unfollowing. So that's very important too. Instagram only lets you follow like 7,500 people. Only like 7,500. Like I know the exact amount. So yeah, you're going to want to unfollow all the people who don't follow you back.
Yes.
Also, you don't just want them like clogging up your feed if they're not even interested in you or your business. So.
Yes.
What's
Okay.
next?
Meaningful post. We kind of just went over this, but this is going to be posts that get people thinking, posts that like tug at people's hearts, posts that they're like, that's me. I'm in that same situation that she was in a year ago. Anything, but post, not just, here's a picture of me and my coffee with no caption and no nothing. Yes,
Yeah.
Sophie.
And not just, I love being an It Works distributor. Like, don't post like silly little things. Like, actually post like, here's my wrap cash. Like, I just made this. Like, I just joined It Works. I just made $25 on one wrap, and this is about to fill up my gas tank. Like, show what I'm getting at is you don't have to be a diamond or a double diamond or an ambassador diamand.
Hey, we love that.
To show people that they can do this business and to intrigue people in your business. You can start intriguing people from day one. One of your first posts when you're a new distributor is, I just joined this amazing company. It's called It Works. I'm looking for 4 product testers. Something like that. And you can post a selfie with it. I always say post selfies, like when in doubt.
You're watching it on Daddy's phone. Sorry, we woke up and she gets sad.
Yeah, so talk about the little things. Like I like to talk about, like when I first joined, I was able to fill up my tank. Like literally, there were times when I would go to the gas station and I would use my debit card and it would put my card, literally my bank account, in the negatives because I didn't have any money to fill my gas tank, and I literally declined my card, or not declined, but went to the negatives. So I would talk about that. Like, don't be afraid to talk about where you were and where you are now. And if you're not there now, talk about where you will be. Show people your goals. Let them see, like, this is what's going to happen for me. And just be very, very persistent and confident about it. Jump in this, even if you're a new distributor, jump in this and act like you've been doing this for years. Just don't even let people see that you haven't. Sorry, I'm like losing my train of thought. But yeah, talk about the little things that people can relate to. No one joins this business, well, most people don't join this business to make $6,000 a month. They join this business to make $300 a month, $500 a month, even $100 like extra a month can do a lot for people. So don't be afraid to talk about your struggles and where you are now. Just things that people can relate to. Oh, like I was going to say, like I talk about like gas, dog food, groceries, shampoo, makeup, anything that's small that are just like an extra burden on people. Post
Someone's
pictures.
going to relate to that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was hard to fill up my car. Or it was, you know, gosh, I do need makeup, but it's going to be really difficult for me to buy.
Yeah. Yeah. Post things that people can relate to.
Do my makeup.
Georgia wants to do her makeup. Okay, the next one is in, and this is going to be no negativity. And this is to me, on Facebook and Instagram. We don't need to air our dirty laundry. No one needs to hear that. No one wants to hear that. It is, keep it in. Go talk to your friend about it in private. It is not something that needs to be out in the open. It just breeds more negativity on your page, first of all, and it deters people from wanting to follow you. I mean, if I see someone that posts a bunch of negative stuff, I'm like, I am unfollowing. I'm not blocking, but I'm unfollowing because I don't need that in my life right now. So it just brings more negativity, and so just keep it to yourself.
Yeah. Also, like controversial issues, politics. Leave that stuff off your page. I have made my mistakes by posting a couple things having to do with that before, and I had a lot of negative feedback on my page, and it just doesn't look good because some of your potentials could have complete different views on something than you, and there's no point because you giving your opinion on that isn't going to change their mind about that anyway. The only thing that you need to be convincing them of is that they need these products, basically, because they do. Or, you know, I talk about like my religion and stuff because like I'm a Christian and that's something that I want to portray through my business, but don't go talking about, you know, Donald Trump and Obama and everybody.
Yeah, no. So. Okay. O is open or private account. So I've had both. Sydney's had both. We both prefer a private account. I think I opened mine at one point for just like a second and had like 20 rap girls follow me in no time. I don't want them following me. So.
It's just, if they're following you, it makes it really hard for you to go through and message the people who've liked your pictures, and you're going to end up like messaging people that you don't need to be messaging. Yes. It just makes it hard to know who's a potential and who's a networks distributor.
Yes, and a private account is intriguing to people. So we suggest private accounts.
Yeah. Also, like, if you do run across, like, It Works distributors, or, like, I feel like I'm sounding so ugly when I say it, but It Works distributors, like Advocare, Body by Vi, like, anything like that, not to be ugly, but just because you don't need them on your page, they're not benefiting your business, this is your business page, just block them. That way they don't follow you.
Okay, this is my favorite one. This is P, pictures and editing.
Yay!
So, I have, well, first of all, Ashley Hughes did a PowerPoint, and it kind of goes through like how you should edit pictures and like some good tips, and how to get the white border around your pictures because that just looks like not so uniform on your Instagram. So I have Pick Tap Go, which is I'm obsessed with it right now, like bad. Let's see. Let's find a picture that's like. I took a picture of Georgia in her princess castle this morning. not the cutest. It is cute. With her crown on, and I was also wearing a crown. So on PicTapGo, it gives you, there's your picture at the top, the original. It gives you all of these filters pretty much. I do the same 3 or 4 every time. I always do lights on because that gives your picture, it makes it brighter. Then I go and I choose either auto contrast or auto color and do one of those because it just gives you a little bit more color. Then I go, and my favorite one is crispity, and I do that.
I love that one.
But there's so many. I mean, there's warm it up if it's too bright. There's awake and loft and air and black and white and bleached and so many more filters than your Instagram filters. And these are cool, and they invite people in. You don't want boring pictures.
You want them to be bright and colorful.
Yes.
You want them to attract people's eye. If
Yes.
it's boring and blurry, like just kind of
Yes.
dull, people are not going to look at that. Like you just have to think about like celebrities and stuff, like what they would post. They don't post like boring pictures, you know. So just
also, Ashley Hughes says that she likes to put a border around hers and to make it float, which would make it look like this. And what that does to your Instagram, I love it. Some people don't. I love it. But it makes it so your pictures are not uniformed and touching. It just looks like a little bit more editorial to me. I don't know. I just love it.
makes your profile brighter too.
It does. So that is pictures and editing. And there's tons of other editing apps out there. That's just the one I am liking at the moment. I've used a ton of different ones, but that's the one I just am focused on at this point because it has so many different filters and you can do so much. And I don't have to worry about saturation because I don't know what that means or any of that stuff. I don't know what it means. You can still get on once you do that and export it to Instagram. You can still get on and do vignette and all that stuff that John Eric talks about. This is more just filtering. So that is pictures and editing.
And like all the stuff that we're telling y'all, sorry, I just wanted to add this in really quick. All the stuff that we're telling y'all seems like so much right now and like, oh my gosh, this is just overwhelming. Like I'm never going to learn to do all this and like it's going to take so much time. But really, once you start doing these things, it's second
habit.
nature. Like I could literally sit here and edit a picture, post it, like like a bunch of pictures, comment, and follow like 50 people in like 15 minutes and be done.
Easy.
Like you just, it's like second nature.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of that, Q is for quick. People are on Instagram for just a few minutes, right? They're just flipping through their feed. They're not spending hours and hours scrolling and scrolling and scrolling like we do. So if someone likes your picture and you're on, message them then because like chances are if they just sent you a message or they just liked your picture, they're on and they're going to see it right then.
I've never thought about that.
I like to do it quick.
That's a good idea.
Because, it may be 6 more hours before they get on, and then they may be like, whatever, like, I don't even care about that message anymore.
When they first see it is when they're most interested.
Yes.
I've learned that.
So, like, message them right then. That's really important to me.
Yeah.
Okay. R is building relationships, and that has a lot to do with commenting and direct messaging. Sorry, we're trying to finish this up in 15 minutes, so to be done in 1 hour. But relationships, that's what we're doing. We're building relationships with these people. I've made so many random friends on Instagram. It's crazy. Like some of them have bought products. Some of them we just talk. And it's so funny, but I am really into building my relationships on Instagram because at some point they're going to need a wrap or some point they're going to want an energy drink or something. So build these relationships and comment and like and get to know them. I don't know.
I was going to say, build more relationships.
Build more relationships. Get to know
late.
them. Yeah, get to know them and, enjoy it. It's fun. It's like, that's what this business is about.
Network marketing means network marketing, building your network of friends.
Yes. Okay.
Doesn't matter if they're buying from you now.
So scheduling. Talk about scheduling?
Yeah, sure.
You're good at this one.
Okay, so I'm going to try to talk really fast. And if y'all need to, you can just rewind and watch later. Okay, so I know a lot of you have very, very busy schedules. I do this full time, and I still have a busy schedule. So what I do is I take 30 minutes to an hour every night while I'm just laying in bed before I fall asleep, and I schedule my posts. Okay, so how do you schedule your posts? Pull up your Instagram, okay, and you're going to go to post a picture after you edit your pictures. And go, like, here's this picture of me and Lizzie, okay? Say I was going to post that. Next. And then you do next, just like you would normally post a picture. I could type out my caption, so I'm literally just going to put a bunch of letters right now, okay? And then I'm going to go down, and I'm going to turn my phone on airplane mode, okay? And so there's the little airplane. Oh, whoops. And I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to click share. Okay, now you're going to see where it's going to fail at the top. The post is not going to post. It's going to fail because it was on airplane mode. I'm going to go back to camera, and I'm going to do the same thing over and over and over again for, like, I try to post 12 pictures a day. That might be too much for some of y'all. I hope that you can post at least like 7 a day because you have people getting on Instagram at all different times of the day, so you're going to want to be posting a lot. So sit back, take 30 minutes to an hour a night, plan all your posts. They're all going to fail. It's taking a minute right now, but it'll fail, and then you'll see the retry button, and then you'll see the X. The X is to get rid of it, to delete the picture. All throughout the next day, whenever you go to the bathroom at work, whenever you take a break, whenever you have a chance to look at your phone for 2 seconds, all you're going to do is you'll click the little arrow that says retry, and it's going to send your post. Boom,
Take
done.
airplane mode off.
Yes, obviously take airplane mode off. You just turn airplane mode on while you're making the pictures, and you send them. So I hope that makes sense. Did that make sense?
Yes, it was good.
Okay.
Okay, next is turn on push notifications. And I think this one's so cool, and I kind of just learned it, but it's really neat to me. So let's say I love this girl. I think she's so cool. I think she would be so great at this. And I really want to build a relationship with her. So I want to be sure that I'm not losing her pictures in my feed, that I'm liking them, I'm commenting, I'm building a relationship with her. So I can go to these 3 dots, click it. I can turn on push notifications. So when she posts on Instagram, it will send me a notification on my phone and say, so-and-so posted to Instagram. It will remind me to log in, look, comment, post, comment, like, because I want to build a relationship with her. I think that she would be really great at this. She posts a lot of cool things. She's really into fitness. She's really into health. She wants to stay at home. There's just things that I look for, and those are the people that I want to turn my push notifications on, so that I'm making sure that I'm liking their stuff and interacting with them daily. Mm-hmm. It's also really good because I get to see how, this person I think is going to be great if they never post on Instagram, or, we become Facebook friends and I don't see them ever post. Well, it's really important. Posting and consistency is really important. So that's always interesting to watch as well. And then U is your username. And the only thing I really have to say about this is no wraps in your username. I have Georgie Importi. She's Sydney's.
Sid M. Stapleton is my name.
Easy. No wraps, because seriously, there are people on Instagram, because of all this spammy stuff, that have no wraps in their bio. Like, they don't want it. So we don't want to get like that, and we don't want people to go ahead and have an opinion about us before they've even met us or tried our products. So no wraps in your name. It keeps your slate clean and keeps people interested. And that's all I really have to say.
It works.
Yes. Videos. Do you post videos on Instagram?
Yeah, I do. From time to time, just anything, really. Any type of video. It can be you, your kids, your dog, your church, your car, anything, literally. Posting videos shows people that you are a real person.
Yes.
Plain and simple.
Okay, this one's really cool. So John Eric just talked about this. Well, I don't know if he just talked about it, but I just heard it. It could have been a while ago. So this is called whitelisting and blacklisting, and you can do this on the app Sydney was talking about a minute ago, Crowdfire. So if I whitelist someone, it's going to be, whitelisting is someone that they may not follow me. They may never follow me. but I think they're like cool. I think they post cool things. I want to always follow them. I think John Eric's example was like the CIA. Like they post like very ironic and cool things. Like, so the CIA is probably never going to follow me back. They have 7,500 people to follow. I'm probably not going to be one of them. But I think they post really interesting things. So I put them on Crowdfire in my whitelist. So they're never going to show up on my unfollow list. They're always going to show up on my newsfeed, and that's whitelist. Blacklist is going to be someone that, even though they may follow you, you never want to follow. It may be those things like, I'll get you 1,000 followers in 2 hours, or get likes, things like that. They'll follow you and they'll post on your stuff. It's all spammy and it's mostly bots, which is just like computerized things posting. So I'll put them on my blacklist because I don't ever want to follow them, and they can follow me all day long, but I don't want them following me. I don't want them posting on my stuff. That's going to be blacklisting, and all this can be found on Crowdfire just under whitelist and blacklist, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yay!
Yes, and X, examine your profile.
I think this has a lot to do with like what you were saying about your pictures being colorful and bright and just eye attracting, if that's even a word, appealing, and just your bio and all around. Oh, there you go. Okay, this is something I was supposed to talk about. First of all, let me say this. I try to follow a 3-3 rule, which I completely forgot to talk about this earlier. I try to post 3 before and after pictures a day, and or product posts. I might post like 2 before and after pictures and then 1 picture of me drinking my greens. But 3 product posts, usually they're going to be before and after pictures. And then I also post 3 posts targeting potential distributors, which are my posts, like I said, with the Wrap Cash, filling up my gas tank, buying, a cute outfit at Target, just showing people that money isn't a worry on me anymore. And then in between that, I try to post quotes, fashion, food. People love food. Humor, fashion, food, funny. It's like the 4 F's. Fashion, food, funny. I don't post like funny things that are like smart alecky and like raunchy or cussing, or like the ones that talk about like people think I don't make money with It Works, and then like you're like wiping your tears of money. Like I don't acknowledge the fact that some people even don't like what I do. But anyway, just funny pictures that have nothing to do with any of that, and then just friendships and family, things like that. Well, where was I going with this? Oh, so the before and after pictures, I try to post 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 at night, okay, because people are on Instagram at all different times of the day. With that being said, I do not want my profile to look spammy, and I don't want it to look like an advertisement. So I delete all my before and after pictures. John Eric says that a picture's lifespan on like the Instagram feed is typically about 6 hours. Obviously, give or take, depending on how many people that person looking at their feed follows. But after about 6 hours, I delete my before and after pictures. So if you were to go to my profile right now, you would only see a before and after picture every here and there. I'll leave 1 every here and there if it's like a really, really good one.
Yeah. Okay. Why is yourself? Be yourself. Don't steal. I mean, you can steal other people's ideas and expand on them and make it your own and change it, but don't go steal someone's feet in their bathtub saying, I love sitting in my bathtub. It's creepy.
That's creepy.
It's really creepy. So be yourself, and that kind of goes into my Z, which is Zest, and this one is kind of my favorite because I was really looking for a Z word. There's obviously not a ton that start with a Z, and so someone said zeal, and I just looked up Z words, and Zest came up. And I wrote it down because I was like, I can come up with something for Zest. And I Googled the meaning, and the meaning is to scrape off the outer colored part of the peel. To scrape off, this is the verb, scrape off the outer color of the peel, which to me means scrape off the outer and show the inside. Like, show who you really are. Like, people are attracted to other people like them, like people that they, I could be just like her. I could, I drive that same car. I could do what she does. I, have 2 kids. I could do this too. She worked in corporate America. Me too. Like, be yourself and show who you are, because that's going to attract more people than the fake picture with the fake background. Just be real, because that's going to attract more people and more followers, and it's going to show people that, okay, if she can do it, I can do it. So
I completely agree.
that is my zest at the end. Zest your Instagram.
Yep.
Okay, I think we weren't opening questions on this, but I did get one text question for Sydney, or for either of us really, but it is, what do you do with direct message creepers? I've never had a direct message creeper.
Had one.
Never.
Block, delete, and go on.
Yeah, but I have never had one. So
if it's some like old dude and he's like, hey, you're really beautiful, like talk to me about your products, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want your products.
Yeah. So that was our only question, and we hope y'all have a great night, and we will talk to y'all next Tuesday. I already have the special guest lined up.
It's gonna be
It's going to be great. So we'll talk not next Tuesday, but the next. See ya.
Bye.